बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अस्सलाम वालेकुम माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स। मैं हूं आपके दोस्त सैयद और दुआ करता हूं कि आप लोग सब खैरियत से रहें।
ये मेन इसकी एंट्रेंस है और ये मस्जिद जो है शियों की मस्जिद है।
Opposite side was a female spring room. This one is the male spring room. And you can see all the carpets here are this way.
This direction.
Because this is the direction to Qibla. You know, each Muslim people pray directed facing to Qibla. And the shelf in the wall, see, there's the place for a main priest. And he is facing the wall. He's not facing people. Only when they're having a speech here, when they're talking, reading, and when it's crowded, it uses the stairs to be more comfortable. And you probably saw how Sunni Muslims pray, right? They sit on their knees and they are leaning forward multiple times, right? This is what Sunni Muslims do. Shia Muslims, they always do it the same way, but there's a very small difference. You see these stones here? They can be different shapes. Over there, you can see a lot of them. This stone is called turba in our language. In original language, name of it is muhur. Muhur, and these stones are used during namaz because Shia Muslims cannot touch floor with their forehead. For example, here you see we have a carpet, or if you remove the carpet, there is a marble floor, right? Shia Muslims are very conservative. They say this is made by people. We cannot touch this when we are doing namaz. We have to touch something that was made by God directly. That's why in the ideal condition they can touch the clean ground like a sand, but here they don't have this option. That's why they use these stones. These stones are made of a special type of pottery, and sometimes which are very costly, they bring these stones from Mecca. Like this is the piece of sacred ground, like a saint place, and they touch directly the ground from Mecca. That's why they use these stones only. They have this some conservative things like this. And another usage of it, you cannot touch, even if there's a sand or ground, right? You cannot touch the dirty place. For example, if people do namaz 5 times a day. Sometimes it's matching for the time when you are driving or something. So very religious people, they can stop and do namaz immediately. Like normally people say like, okay, I have a more comfortable condition. But for example, if you stop inside.
और यहाँ पे जी वो कहते हैं कि जी सबसे ओल्डेस्ट कब्रिस्तान, जो दुनिया का सबसे ओल्डेस्ट कब्रिस्तान है, वो यहीं कहीं नहीं पहाड़ियों में है। और यहाँ है ये सामने मस्जिद। ये है जी गोबुस्तान का एरिया। पहाड़ है ये बड़े बड़े, मेरे ख्याल से इनका कोई हिल स्टेशन है आई गेस। काफ़ी ऊपर है ये इस एरिया से। अभी हम आए इस रोड से आगे और अभी हम शायद वो अंदर जाएंगे। गोबुस्तान कहते हैं जी इस एरिया, गोबुस्तान।
We found an oil in Baku. We started to produce it in very big amounts, and that time when it just appeared, there was no control from a government. People were, doing a handmade oil wells everywhere. They were just like 20, 30 meters deep. That was very easy to produce oil that time. And because there was no control from government, no taxes, nothing. You don't pay anything. Just like spend $5,000 on an oil well, and you can have $25,000 income each month. That was a very good business. If you take a look at photos of middle of 19th century, 20th century, you will see like a forest in Baku, but we didn't have trees in 30 years, there was no empty spot in Baku. It was all, that was the highest density of oil wells in the world. Even today, we have one oil field which has the highest density of the oil wells as well as a record. And they started, because people, you know, they always need more and more, they started to explore areas around to find more places where they could produce oil. And in 1930s, exactly in 1934, they accidentally found the first petroglyph during exploration in here in the Gobustan. We have some oil fields below there. Right now we're on the mountain, and if you take a look at the rock in front of you, you can see the petroglyph which was found first. You take a look at the top. Can you see my laser? On the top. Yeah, we can come closer from here. For example, this is the petroglyph of kayak, the boat that was used here as a transport. If you take a look back to the Caspian Sea, you can see that coastline right now is about 2.5 kilometers away from us. But before Caspian Sea was closer, it was here, and people were using these boats. You see, they were very long. Each parallel line is a person, and here on the nose we have a symbol of a fire. Fire and the rain, the petroglyph of rain we have over here, was two main things for the fire. Was as a production. They used to ignite the fire on the entrance to the cave, and for cooking they were using it as well, and for giving signals. We had some fireplace over there which was used as for giving a signal that there is something happening. I'll show you later. And the rain was the only source of fresh water here. There's no rivers, nothing over here. So they were building rainwater collectors, which still exist. They still present. I'll show you them as well. And here you can see petroglyphs of hunters. Like the majority of petroglyphs are petroglyphs of people. You see, that's a hunter. He has two hands, and that's a bow in his hand. Another hunter over here. Bigger people, hunters over here. And each stone has a number. For example, this one has number 66. That's a registration number made by UNESCO. And all young petroglyphs look like this, but old ones are in this condition. You see, they polish this stone a little bit, so you can see that's a petroglyph of some animal over here. You see, it's very difficult to find that. In result, we're out today. This is one of the main. This is one of the main caves called Anazara. Anazara means something like a mother cave, a mother shelter. We'll go inside, we'll see it later. Right now we are on the entrance. And in summer it goes up to 40, 45 degrees, hot and very humid. But inside the caves it's always very nice, you know. We have some breeze over here, very nice wind and cool. You see how many petroglyphs we have here. That means people were spending much of their free time here. This wall has 166 petroglyphs over here.
Ils ont choisi de...
Only entrance to the over here this is the only entrance. This one is not the entrance because behind that there is a straight wall, and so for wild animals that was impossible to reach this spot. That's why it was pretty safe. And women and children used to spend much of their free time in here when males were on petroglyph of a donkey. Donkeys or other animals always depicted next to these bulls to show their original size. This is not nowadays bulls. These ones were way. Simple scratching what first comes to your mind, right? If you need to do anything like that. Scratching was like 99.9% of this petroglyphs made by scratching. But there was another technique which appeared later called a percussion technique. When you put a stone on the wall and you hit it, like the way how they do it today. Come closer. You can see. bull shelter because of this petroglyph over here. You can see one big petroglyph showing us some action. There's two bulls. You see, first one, second one over here, and there's a person, hunter, in between them. You see his head, hands, and legs. And these bulls were very aggressive. They were attacking people, and this is why we know that. You see, this petroglyph, we have two petroglyphs showing how these bulls attack these people. And keep in mind that they had a little bit more simple brain than the one that we have today. They couldn't use imagination the same way, right? They couldn't do, very complicated paintings. Only very simple petroglyphs like this veins over here. So there's no use of it. So we have same petroglyphs on the other side. For example, there's a one bull and the rest goat.
अगर आपको मेरी वीडियोस पसंद आ रही हैं तो मेरी वीडियो को लाइक करें, अपने फ्रेंड्स एंड फैमिली मेम्बर में शेयर करें, और अगर आपको मेरा कंटेंट पसंद आ रहा है तो प्लीज़ 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 मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, और सब्सक्राइब करने के बाद बेल आइकन को लाजमी प्रेस करें ताकि मेरी हर नई आने वाली वीडियो की नोटिफिकेशन आपको टाइम से मिल सके। आज की वीडियो यहीं पे मुकम्मल करते हैं, और जाने से पहले आज की अच्छी बात, अल्लाह ताला से दुआ है कि आपकी ज़िंदगी का हर लम्हा आपके लिए खैर व आफियत और खुशी लेकर आए, और रिस्क में बरकत, जान व माल में बरकत अता करे। अल्लाह रब्बुल इज़्ज़त आपको दायमी खुशियाँ अता करे, हमेशा आपका मददगार हो। आमीन या अल्लाह या रहमान या रहीम। अपना अपने इर्द गिर्द के लोगों का, हम सबका ख्याल रखिएगा, मुझे दुआ में याद रखिएगा। अगली वीडियो आने तक अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।